Time to pull up a chair. We've got another great story for you today in the rLounge. Today in the rLounge, we show some brotherly love. Whether that be free Super Bowl tickets or saving the day, brothers need some love too. Up first, OP is torn between his loyalty to his brother and the desire to make his girlfriend happy. I, 25 male, won 2 tickets to the Super Bowl. My girlfriend, 25 female, is very upset that I'm taking my brother, 31 male, and not her. Editor's note. The Super Bowl that year was the Panthers versus Broncos. Broncos won 24-10. It was also Peyton Manning's last game. A couple days ago, I won a trivia contest that gave me an all-expenses-paid trip for 2 to the Super Bowl. As you can imagine, I was so excited, but it's gotten to the point where I wish there was a way I could sell the package and forget about it. My brother and I were together and decided to try for tickets for this local contest. I was the official contestant, but I actually ended up getting the answer I needed from my brother. From that point, I never even thought about who to take, since it was something we both did and he ended up actually giving me the answer. Of course he was going to go. I excitedly told my girlfriend, who didn't even know I was trying, that I won tickets and I was going with my brother. She then got very upset that I'm not taking her. For the record, she is a football fan, so it's clear she would love to go. But my brother gave me the answer. How could he not go? My brother said he would understand if I take her and sees the problem that this is causing for me and offered his ticket to her. I didn't even tell her that he made this offer because I don't think that's the point. I think she's being selfish and putting a damper on the entire experience. I told her all this, but she's not backing down and said that if you win a trip for 2, it should automatically go to your significant other. Maybe that's true if it were on a romantic getaway or cruise, but this is something my brother and I did together, and he's the reason I won. I think she's being selfish and she thinks I'm being inconsiderate of her. I don't know who is right or what to do. I wish I never won these tickets because no matter what happens, the entire experience has been marred. I thought of giving the tickets to my brother and his wife and just forgetting about the whole thing, but because I won the tickets under my name, it has to be me. How should I handle this? Let's check with the community for some relative comments. First person says, "You didn't win the tickets. You and your brother won the tickets. The other ticket is his, not yours to do with. Tell her that." The OP replies, "I wish I had said this when I told her, but I didn't think it would be an issue. I don't think I could reframe it at this point without her seeing through it. She already knows the story." Another person responds, "What's there to see through? Give her the play-by-play. This was pertinent information from the beginning. Being thorough means she gets all the information and gets to a well-informed analysis of the situation. Knowledge is power." The OP replies, "She knew from the start my brother gave me the answer. She knows we did it together. She knows I already invited my brother. She also knows that the tickets are under my name and that I could theoretically choose someone else, which is the window she needed to make a fuss about, how it should be her. I don't think I could reason with someone who said, if your brother wanted to go, he should have won them himself." Another person says, "Rock in a hard place. Does your girlfriend even like football? If not, why the hell does she want to go? Best plan would be to give up your ticket and have your brother and wife go." The OP replied, "I stated this in the post. She does like football and she'd have a great time. I actually would love to give them the tickets to put this mess behind me, but the tickets are non-transferable. If I don't go, no one does." One more person says, "If I don't go, no one does. Then go and have a great time with your brother. Your girlfriend is entirely in the wrong here." Whoa, the comments are right. She wasn't there. You and your brother won the tickets. So it's only fair that you and your brother go to the Super Bowl. If she has an issue about this, consider what else she might have an issue with in the future. She's totally bullying you. There are some huge red flags here. Update. Thanks everyone for the advice. It was very helpful. This was a very stressful and long few days. I'm just glad there seems to be a resolution. I had tried talking to my girlfriend and she was still clearly upset. I approached the conversation, as many people said, keeping an understanding that she was more disappointed than controlling and would come around. Unfortunately, she was being unreasonable. She said I could go, but that doing so would hurt her a great deal and that she would need some time to reevaluate things. I should have just ended things with her there, but I was so sick of these tickets by this point that I didn't even have the heart to go, even if I decided to end things with her. As suggested by some of the comments here, I called up the radio station and asked if it was at all possible to transfer the tickets to my brother so he could go with his wife. They were totally understanding and awesome about it and said they were sorry I couldn't go, but they were glad to put the tickets in my brother's name for me. I was just glad to have it behind me at this point. I told my girlfriend what I did and that I was staying here, and she said that I was being dramatic and immature. She said that I transferred the tickets to my brother just so I could win the argument and look like a martyr. It was at this point I reached my breaking point. I calmly told her this relationship was over. I wasn't even mad at this point, just confused that a person I thought I knew could act this way. She said she was going to break up with me because of the way I handled this anyway, so breaking up with her didn't matter. My brother immediately told me I dodged a bullet and glad that she was out of everyone's lives. My brother's wife was totally cool about me using her ticket and didn't even question it, even after I'm technically taking back my gift to her. They insisted that I go with my brother, and it was their idea. So now I'm the guest of my original tickets that I won. Happy to say I arrived in San Francisco a few days ago, and I'm having the time of my life. My girlfriend didn't unfollow me on social media, and I'm posting as many pictures as I possibly can. Thanks, everyone. One quick reaction from the community. The ex-girlfriend was so obviously immature, but it became even more blatant when she pulled the, well, I was going to break up with you anyways crap. Glad OP had a great time with his brother. Oh man, that sounds like serious emotional abuse from her end. Even though it caused you grief, it's so nice that someone like her is no longer a part of your life. You don't want people like that around. It's unfortunate that she couldn't get past her own BS to actually be stoked for you to experience something like a Super Bowl. What would you do? Would you have transferred the tickets to your brother? Why or why not? Next up, a groomsman faces backlash for his song choice. Am I the a-hole for changing the walk down song at a wedding? I, 23 male, love to sing. I'm not American Idol good, but I'm considered a ringer at karaoke night by my friends. I was a groomsman for my best friend, Travis, 23 male's wedding, to Taylor, 23 female. Taylor has been the exact opposite of a bridezilla. The only non-negotiable thing she had was that she did not want a track playing when she walked down the aisle and wanted a live band. A reasonable request. They had Enchanted by Taylor Swift as their walk-down song. It was the song he proposed to her during one of our karaoke nights. Well, day of the wedding comes, and the lead singer of the band ends up passing out during rehearsal. She had to leave to go to the hospital. As Travis couldn't see her, I had to go inform Taylor through a bridesmaid. Bridesmaid comes back and states that while Taylor was empathetic and she understood, she was still adamant about no tracks. She asked if I was willing to sing in place, but I told her that my voice wouldn't fit the song she wanted. Bridesmaid asked me to do whatever I needed to do and try to make something work. I spoke with the band and I asked if they were able to learn True by Ryan Cabrera, a relatively simple song with an hour's notice, and a song I know my voice can handle. They were willing to, and after a quick readjustment rehearsal with those actually walking down the aisle, minus Taylor, wedding happened. I performed the song, and although somewhat confused, Taylor seemed very happy. I then take my place in my position as a groomsman. At the photos portion, Taylor came up to me and jumped me with a hug, thanking me for stepping in. She asked why I changed the song, but after a brief explanation of how my voice wouldn't have worked, she understood, and said she was happy I chose that song. Travis, on the other hand, was not very talkative to me. After the reception and following days, he ghosted me. After finally having enough, I went over to his place to talk this out. This is where all went loose. He was very upset with me for changing the song, knowing it was Taylor's favorite song, and I couldn't have sucked it up for literally 5 minutes. I defended by stating the following. 1. I was following Taylor's one request for no track music. 2. My voice would have made any of the video footage taken ruined because the song didn't fit my voice. 3. I chose another song that I know he and Taylor loved and that I could actually sing. He basically removed all that by stating that I should have done what was requested in the first place. As soon as I mentioned how Taylor didn't mind, he kicked me out. Several people are divided. Our friend group, aka the groomsmen, are taking Travis aside and stating how I'm the jerk. The bridesmaids, Taylor's friends, are defending me for choosing a song that I could sing and was still wedding appropriate. Taylor has remained silent about this as she is Travis's wife, but no, I did what I could. I genuinely don't know what to make of everything. Am I the a-hole? Let's get some feedback from the community. First up, not the a-hole. You were put in a tough situation and did the best you could with what you were given. Beyond the fact that singing a song you can actually sing seems like the right decision, you do not owe it to anybody to suck it up for 5 minutes and embarrass yourself in front of a bunch of people. What I would do is reach out to both Taylor and Travis apologizing, but not fully. Something along the lines of, I'm sorry I did not sing Enchanted at your wedding. I was put in a very difficult position, having to fill in for a professional at the last minute when I am not a professional myself. I tried my best to make your wedding ceremony beautiful. I'm truly sorry my best was not good enough for you. I would keep that narrative with your friends too. I tried my best, sorry my best was not good enough. Bottom line is that if your friends cannot appreciate the effort you made to save their wedding, you're better off without them. Another commenter says, not the a-hole. You stepped in and certainly are not the anti-hero here. Taylor felt no bad blood from what you did with style, and while it wasn't the song Enchanted, I know in my wildest dreams I wouldn't have expected the singer to faint. If you hadn't stepped up, there wouldn't have been a blank space in the band, and call it what you want, but Travis should be basking in the afterglow and not having all this bad blood. Bro needs to shake it off. I see what the commenter did there. Tried to help out. You're not the a-hole here, OP. Like the comments say, they put you in a tough situation to begin with. Not only that, the bridesmaid said do whatever you need to do and try to make something work. And you did exactly that. I think it's a testament to how much you value their friendship by the fact that you went out of your comfort zone to make something work for their wedding day. Update. Wow, I did not expect this to blow up. First off, so many things have happened since this post, so I want to cover all bases. First off, thank you everyone for your support and helping for making me realize that I am not the a-hole. Many of you have great points of knowing music and what songs are appropriate for vocal ranges. I did theater from 14 till 22 and had taken vocal lessons. I even had a band in high school that was just for fun. Secondly, many of you may be wondering if I cut Travis off in the wake of this. And the short answer, no. Yes, he was a major Richard to me, and so many harsh words, but he went through the runt of it in life when it really counted. I know many people cut off friends when it's clear they don't want you, but I'm more of a just let me know when you're free to talk person. Not to everyone, but the people I love. I went to Travis's place, with Taylor as a mediator, to finally attempt to squash this feud. It was lengthy, but what sold the deal was this statement. T, I've known you since kindergarten. We've been through stuff no other duo has, and you know that I love Taylor as my own sister. Do you really expect yourself to believe that I would ruin your guys' special day over this? That really made him wake up. He apologized. Apparently, and I genuinely didn't know this was his, Taylor's, and her sister's favorite song. When she died from a stroke, Taylor was devastated. Travis made the song a new memory with the proposal and the expected walk-down song and was planning a surprise honor for Taylor's sister at the ceremony. When that didn't happen, Travis went into a deep anger when his plan didn't go through. I'll admit, I had told him that I was filling in for a singer. I didn't tell him that I was changing the song until the quick rehearsal before letting people in. He realized that I truly didn't know this and apologized. We are good now. Third and final update. I've been asked to consider singing for weddings, and I'm going to be. However, like I said, I'm not a professional singer, so I'm only doing it for close family friends' weddings. I got asked to do one for my other friends for this summer. Thank you all. Now one comment from the community. Oh man, I really hope your buddy takes this as a major lesson for his marriage. Jumping to conclusions and reacting before you get everyone's side explained is a bad strategy for marital communication. You've known the guy for ages, and he went straight to the, you did this on purpose to maliciously ruin my plans, before even asking. If he does that to his wife in the future, he's going to have a hard time keeping a healthy dynamic if things get bumpy. The OP replies, oh trust me, he learned, and he's on very short leash with everyone. It's so nice that the two of you were actually able to talk this out. Like I said, it just goes to show just how strong your friendship is. It's understandable that Travis was upset when his plan didn't go as he envisioned, but that probably had a lot to do with not only the death of Taylor's sister, but also the stress of the wedding. Weddings are stressful. Hopefully Taylor's chill demeanor rubs off more on Travis as they continue down this thing called life. Sometimes, Travis might just need to cool down and take a breath. He's lucky to have a friend like you, OP. How far have you gone for a friend? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell before you leave. We'd love to hear your thoughts on today's topic, so feel free to leave a comment. See you next time in the rLounge.